everybody. What's going on?
So I have some really, really disturbing news to report to you.
Oh God, what?
So I did something today that I'm going to be paying for dearly for some time. I lost 2 years worth of emails that I had in my inbox that like everything, all the business I've been
Oh
conducting,
my gosh.
and it's gone, kaput, gone. I don't have them anymore. And I'm actually kind of freaking out about it.
I would be. I'd be losing my
Because
mind.
you like use it almost like a filing cabinet, right? I mean, you store stuff, you got information in there, you can go back and get it. It is gone. I do not have it. It does not exist anymore.
Oh my God, man! I always keep everything backed up. That's
Well,
insane.
I
Thank you,
tell you,
Karen. Thank you for the $5 super chat.
yeah,
Just
I went through this thing because I was using a hosting platform that I didn't like, and they capped my email inbox at a gigabyte or something like that, and not nearly enough. So I decided to switch it back to the old one I was using, which is one you use, InMotion Hosting, right? Don't you use them?
yeah, I have in the past. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went back. Went back to them. I did not know that when you made that transfer, that all the emails on the old hosting platform would disappear instantly.
Oh no.
Gone. No backup.
Yeah,
No.
that's
Whoops.
right, Cynthia. Oh no.
Yeah. Exactly. No anything. So I'm kind of freaking out. And I do want to make a very serious announcement here. I've been talking to a bunch of people about locations for Jason and I to check out, and you've been emailing me.
Oh, that's
And
what you're talking about. Oh
I
no.
don't have those emails anymore. So please
Oh my God.
re-email me, same email address. Just send me a new email so that I can begin the conversation again.
Oh, it looks like we're gonna be taking some time off.
Yeah,
No.
we're going to be on break for a little
Oh
while.
my gosh. Thank you
Oh,
so much, Jay, for the $20 super chat. Let's get to the finish line. Absolutely.
yeah,
So,
Jennifer, it's not in the trash. It's not the trash. It's, I didn't realize, do you know this, Jay? There's that the difference between IMAP and POP3
mhm,
email access. The IMAP does not store anything locally.
yes.
POP3 does. I did not know that. And I had everything IMAP. So it was all stored on the server. So once the server changed, it just gone. And they have no backups, nothing. Gone.
Well, at least we got about a month or two worth of stuff that we did there. So,
I know. So yeah. So if you emailed me and we've been talking about a location or something, please reach out again because I've got to start that conversation over.
oh my gosh, that sucks, man.
Yeah, it does suck. I was
Jeez.
like all day today. I was like, this can't be happening.
Anyway, so what's going on, everybody? I see everybody popping in from pretty much everywhere. Hello.
Yeah, it's good to see everybody. The last few we've done, I think, have been daytime, right?
Yeah, that we did. We did a couple during the daytime. Actually, I did yeah, I mean, and the other day, well, today I did the Simply Strange. I was on their live for a while to answer some questions and stuff. There's Taryn. Hello, Paranormal Brew.
Hey, Taryn.
See everybody pop it in. Yep, smash that like button. Greatly appreciate it. Corpus Christi. I had such a blast down there until I got food poisoning. So that's actually how it went. And I watched a woman. No, I'm sorry, a guy sitting at the table with Grant. We're sitting there with my executive producer, Rob Katz, and a woman. She's just sitting there, and the guy stabs into her hand with a fork.
What?
Yep, they got in a huge fight, and
In Corpus Christi?
yeah, Corpus Christi. Yeah, it's a crazy place.
Oh man, that's hardcore.
Yep, I mean it was crazy. Cops had to come and everything.
Jeez.
So. Anyways, happy to see everybody showing up. Hello, Aaron. So, all right. So what's been going on, man?
Other than losing all my emails, well, we just got back from location, which was fun. We had a great time.
We're on the road for a few days.
Yeah, that was awesome, and we've got some really good stuff that's in the pipeline. We have ever tried that mayo?
That's nasty, Crow. That's nasty.
Mayo. That's another condiment in my shit list. I'm going to come out and say it.
It's just gross.
But we've got a lot of great episodes in the can here that we're working on. They'll be releasing over the next couple months, I guess. And yeah, quite restrained in their actions. Only stabbed once, man. So, as you know, we've got several great locations that we're still getting ready to release episodes on, and we filmed a few more as we were out the other last week. And yeah, a lot of good stuff in the pipeline. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
and at least I mean, we have like 4 locations that right there, so
That's right.
in that area.
That's right. So that's awesome. And then we got a couple of invitations to some cool places when we were out, like the one in Salem. I won't say what it is, but in Salem, Massachusetts, which just a cool place to begin with.
Absolutely. Hello, South Carolina. Hello, Ryan. What's up, man?
David, the problem is I'm my own IT guy. Yeah, so that is
That's the problem
that's the
right there.
problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Oh
What's going on,
man.
Dust?
I know enough to be dangerous. That is the problem.
All right. She says Forcus Christi. Yeah, that's more accurate than Corpus Christi. All right, let's see.
Orcus. Nice. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with Chad too here.
Sharon, don't run yourself into the ground. Actually, I think it's just because I've been talking all day. And yeah, so but yeah, so Susan says, see you guys in New Jersey Parent Unity Expo. Just a couple weeks away.
It is. I'm excited. I'm excited to go. Did we decide? Are we hanging around? What do we make any decisions on that? We
We
got to
haven't
talk
locked it
about
in
that.
yet. Yeah. You
Yeah, we
gotta
got to talk
decide
about
if
that. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah. We're not going to do that in front of the audience here, but we'll do that at some point. Figure it out.
yes, Cynthia. It was during my USS Lexington visit. Yeah.
Oh, that's when the person got stabbed with the
Yes.
fork.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good times.
Where were you? Where were you that
2
A,
tables away.
they had forks, and B, that someone would do that? Where was it?
It was a like Captain whatever restaurant. It's right there. It was right next to the hotel and stuff.
Wow.
Right on the water. Yeah.
Wow.
But it's probably still there. But yep. Thank you so much, Jacob, for the $5. Silly but serious question, folks. Like me with haunted houses, do you worry about honesty around ghosts? It's not a top. Honestly, I don't. It's like whatever. Jimmy, do you? If you had a haunted house, would you have a problem walking around naked?
No. I mean, listen, the bottom line is I
I've shared
worry.
hotel rooms with you, Jim. You wouldn't care. Trust me. I know that.
Exactly. I have no shame there. I assume they're around me all the time, and I got a shower every day. There are other things I do in the bathroom that we won't talk about every day, and they're watching. So what am I going to do? Just got to live with it.
All right. Carmen says I can give you guys some places to investigate. Well, that's very nice of you, Carmen. And bitter, was the fork okay? I mean, I hate to say that the whole thing that happened. I mean, yeah, after it was like started eating with it. Well, like, yeah, it was just a bad environment. The whole thing
So
was a
so
bad environment.
stabbed with the fork must have pierced the skin. I mean,
Oh yeah, it
maybe
did. Oh
yeah.
yeah,
So there's
yeah,
blood, and then they started eating with the same
yeah,
fork.
yeah. It was just the whole situation was bad. And then it's like I've always liked scallops. Well, and I got scallops, and man, let me tell you, that was the worst food poisoning I think I've ever had in my life.
Well, I tell you, I ask for a new fork if somebody looks at the fork wrong. I mean, they ate with the fork after
Yeah.
they had it, and
Yeah,
somebody
I mean,
fed it from his
that's
hand.
pure evil. That's like if I really hated you, Jim, and we
Yeah,
were sitting at the table and I stabbed you in the hand, I'd just dig into the salad and eat it, you know? That's a
kind of
problem.
reminds me of the Godfather. Remember that scene where they hold his hand down and put the knife through the back of his hand? So it's
Oh, yeah, that's, yeah. What's
yeah,
his name?
um,
He swims with the fishes.
yeah, Luca Brasi,
Luca
right?
Brasi.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Pat, has any of your old crew been in touch with you about the Andre? Yes, I've spoken to many people. So, all right. Sorry, guys. Chat's moving quick.
It moves fast.
I'm gonna start getting like somebody to handle this for me.
I think probably wise.
Wayne Dawson says, I think Seg wants an arm wrestling rematch. I'm game, but give me until after January because I gotta have my surgery on my shoulder. All right. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Tara Lee. Love you guys from New Hampshire.
Was Wilson Castle in New Hampshire or Vermont?
Vermont.
It was Vermont. Okay.
Vermont. We got to get
We
back there though.
Yeah, we really do. That was such a cool place, and they've done so much work on it too, which is awesome.
Cynthia says she witnesses people getting stabbed with forks every day, and she lives in Corpus Christi, so it explains a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Let's see here. Let me get caught up, guys. Sorry. All right. I do. I need to start having somebody over here working these things. Yes, Cynthia, it's the rotator cuff. I already had the one on the left arm done. Now it's time for the right. I've done way too many stupid things in my life, I guess. What's your, let's see, hang on. Carrie Ann says, what's your favorite horror movie? Go ahead, Jim.
My favorite horror, that's such a pointed question for me because I'm a horror fanatic. In fact, to the point where I run a horror movie convention. So that's a hard one for me to answer. But I will tell you that if I had to pick like a Hall of Fame of horror movies and I had to induct maybe 5 movies, I'd have to go with the original Halloween from 1978, Night of the Living Dead from 1968, Bela Lugosi's Dracula from 1931. I'd have to think about the other 2. So those would be the 3 that I would induct. And I'm not saying they're necessarily my favorite all the time, but those movies each were iconic and set a tone and actually established a standard for horror films when they were released.
Hello, Ellie. Ellie is, she's a sweetheart, works for Boston 25. She's been covering everything going on since the very beginning. All right. I would just say The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing.
It's a great movie.
Kurt Russell. I mean, that whole boom, boom through the whole movie really sets a tone.
Yeah.
The Exorcist, I think, was a good movie, but I don't know.
I have to, so The Exorcist is often cited as the scariest movie of all time. If you look at lists, and people who put these lists together and critics, when I saw The Exorcist for the first time, it did scare the bejeepers out of me. And revisiting it, it does not nearly have the same effect. Obviously the effects are dated, but it's still a really great story. I just have never placed it at the scariest movie of all time kind of level. That just doesn't hit it for me.
No, I hear you. Jason says, wow, Andrea's new post is the greatest thing I've ever seen outside of Ghost Hunters. I'm not sure what post we're talking about. Did she just post something? I haven't looked. So,
I don't know either.
Thank you so much, Taz, for the $20 super chat. Have you tried the DeSoto house in Galena, Illinois? We stayed in the Abraham Lincoln room. Things happened one night, but the second night it stops. Something, there's something. I haven't tried it. So we'll have to check that out, though. Again, thank you so much, Taz, for the $20 super chat.
Rhythm and Blues says scariest movie of all time on film is Sesame Street on Ice. That's probably true. I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that one. Let's see.
Cindy asks, just quickly, Cindy asks, when do I host a horror convention? It's called Scaricon, and it's usually in September. My daughter's kind of doing it now, but the plans for next year are kind of in the works. There's some still big question marks, but hopefully she'll bring it back.
So the vintage, let me show that again, says, should we divert our super chat money to the GoFundMe instead for now? That's up to you guys. It's totally at your discretion. So, yeah, I'll never tell you what to do with it. So, all right, let's see.
Dragon Ranger says Phantasm was a good movie. The funny thing about Phantasm, what's that?
We hung out with them.
Oh yeah. The Phantasm movies are or the original one anyway. The sequels were not quite as good, but the Phantasm original movie is so campy that it's really, really good. And it does have some really spooky moments. That ball flying around, drilling into people's heads and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. But when I was a kid, it used to be one that my friends and I would watch and kind of make fun of, but at the same time, we'd be creeped out as we watched it too.
All right. Do you guys get pizza on every investigation? Pretty much we do. I think we do.
Yeah. Usually we will like even eat something else and still order pizza.
Because no matter where you go, there's always a pizza joint.
Yes.
They're always open and they deliver.
And they'll deliver.
A little easier.
Absolutely makes it much easier. Yeah.
I mean, where we just were, there was a Papa Gino's. We don't see them anymore.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things where we're like, we got to get Papa Gino's.
Yeah. And we did. And we ate it. It was good.
Yeah, we did. We did. I didn't see John bring his Cheez-Its, though.
You brought Cheez-Its.
I didn't bring Cheez-Its.
Didn't you have Cheez-Its?
No.
Oh,
You saw Cheez-Its, and John brought his Cheez-Its. I didn't
maybe.
bring
I
any.
don't know. I thought I saw Cheez-Its.
Oh, wait. I know what you're talking. Oh, yeah. You're talking about the box that I had in my truck. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I always keep them in there for emergency purposes.
In case John shows up.
Well,
It's like having Cheerios for a baby. You can just kind of keep
well,
them
the thing
quiet.
is, I mean, the Cheez-Its I like are hot and spicy Cheez-Its. Those are too tough for John. He can't handle that. So, thank you, Jen, for sharing the GoFundMe link. Here we go. Pepper Strong. Shout out to my vacation in Savannah. Oh, they're on vacation in Savannah. I love Savannah. You should stop here again. Hope you're both doing well. I love Savannah. Such an awesome place. All right, let's see here.
William, I've got to agree with you. Betty Davis was a phenomenal horror actor, even though that's really not what she was known for. But the movies that she did where there was some horror elements, she was phenomenal in those films. Absolutely phenomenal.
All right. Carrie says, my dad is from Rhode Island. And it's so funny because my daughter gets you mixed up with my dad. Says, looks like it's Papa on TV. Oh. Well, my grandkids are always like, look, it's Papa. Papa's on TV. DP, thanks for the $5 super chat. Has any type of spirit followed you home from an investigation? I haven't had that. Have you, Jim?
I had one case where I was driving home. It was about a 12-hour drive. It was in, I believe it was Tennessee. And on the way home, I had several really, really bizarre but very dangerous things happen to me on the trip. And it was the first time I ever thought to myself, geez, I wonder if something like that has happened. Something's following, something's attached or whatever. But once I got home, it stopped. I never had that issue again. So I think it was just coincidental. So I'd have to say no.
All right. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat, Kate. Wish you guys had been able to investigate the candy shops I used to work at. Had things thrown at me. Doors spam?
How did doors spam?
I know it's slam, but come on, I gotta go with it.
I didn't know that. I was like,
spammed by doors.
Spam?
Oh,
is this the new lingo that kids are using?
And electronics malfunction too. Yeah, it sounds like a cool place. I would have loved to have checked it out. Yes, Fred, I agree with you. Cujo was a great one.
I think the only, and we've talked about this before. Stephen King is an amazing horror author. Many of his stories don't translate well to movies, or maybe it's not that they don't translate well. I almost think that they're just not made well. The Shining was phenomenal. Shining is one of my favorite films from 1980 with Jack Nicholson. Obviously Carrie was really good. I think Christine and I think Cujo were all pretty good, but then there were a bunch of them that were kind of like, you know?
I'm interested to see how that, the long walk or whatever it is, the new one that just came out.
Yeah.
To see how that is. Like, I loved The Stand. I love the premise behind it.
Right.
I didn't really care for the remake one. I liked the first one that they did with, what's his name? Damn it. He played, I forget it. Whatever. You all know what I'm talking about. Jesus. Thank you so much, Amanda, for the 1999 super chat. Donated 100 to GoFundMe. Happy to be part of the conservation effort. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amanda.
We won't be doing a live Halloween this year, no, but we are working on something for next year.
Somebody did, where did it go? Hold on a second.
Thank you, John, for gifting 5 memberships.
Yes, thank you for that, John. So Style Design says Blair Witch Hunt, or the Blair Witch Project, I think is what she's talking about, is boring. I actually thought the Blair Witch Project was a very, very good and a groundbreaking film for a couple reasons. One, it was made for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's true. Like $80,000.
Yeah, and it was a bunch of filmmakers who came up with a way to make a really inexpensive movie that was effective. Plus, even though a lot of people got sick with the moving camera and all that stuff, I get it. but putting yourself in the shoes of those people, as someone who's ghost hunted, as somebody who's Bigfoot hunted, been out in the woods in the dark, putting yourself in the shoes of those three people trapped in the woods, can't get out, hearing weird things, all that stuff happening. That was frightening. That was really terrifying for
Absolutely.
what it was.
Carmen, thank you for the $1.99. What was your longest investigation? How many days? I mean, we spent a couple weeks at a property. So since Jim and me have been doing this, I think, well, we've been about 3, 4, 5 days, depending
Yeah, I
on the
think we've done
location.
4 nights on
Yeah.
occasion, depending on the location. Some of them have been pretty big, so we've had to spend extra time. Yeah,
All
about that.
right. Jenna, thank you for the 1999 super chat. Hey guys, happy Monday. Happy Monday back to you.
Yeah, happy Monday.
And Jane says the stand was great. Yes, it was. I figured the cell would have been better. I think that John Cusack in that one. It was the one cell phones and people
Oh,
become
right.
like zombie type things.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, the book was good. Let's see. Jeez, these things are moving too fast. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Taz. I donated to Conjuring House. I hope we get it. Absolutely.
So Sherry, and this is also for the folks who are watching on the Facebook page. The investigations that Jason and I do are posted and premiered on YouTube, on the YouTube channel, which is just Jason Hawes on YouTube. It's very easy to find. It's free to subscribe. A subscription just means that you're part of the group and you'll get a notification if you click the icon. And yeah, we put them up there. It's usually about once a month with an investigation. And sometimes it's more frequent than that, depending on how the calendar works and what holidays are around and that kind of thing. But yeah, you can see them there. We've got about 30 of them up there now.
Yes, we do. Jacob, thank you for the $2 super chat. JV, are there videos of you and Bigfoot? Hang on, I lost it quick.
It was, are there any videos of you Bigfoot hunting? And the answer is no. I have not done that on film. I've just done it. I've just been out squatching with some folks.
All right, Tara, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. You guys ever going to come to Rhode Island Comic Con? Let's see the group. I did Rhode Island Comic Con a few times. I mean, it was insane. It was really insane. I don't know, maybe. I think the door's always open to me over there, so we always had a good time. All right, let's see. Scream movies I love. Man, we got hit by such a storm today. It was crazy. I don't know if you guys got it too, Jim.
We got wind and rain, and it came and went. Like it would be really windy and rainy and really kind of nasty, and then it would just be like a light drizzle and no wind, and then it would start again. So it wasn't pleasant, that's for sure, but it wasn't really stormy.
Kelsey, thank you for the $10 super chat. Thoughts on Galveston, Texas paranormal? Heard of any houses, places to investigate? Honestly, I've been through there once, but I don't remember the locations. So Zan says Maximum Overdrive. Maximum Overdrive was an awesome movie. I got to be honest.
That was
I
a good
loved
movie. That was a good movie.
I heard they were talking about remaking it. So
That one was Kevin Bacon in that one?
no, it was what's his name from he played in
Dylan.
no, it's not Sheen, but the brother.
Oh, Charlie Emilio Estevez.
Yes, thank you. Jeez. It's been a long day. My brain is fried. All right, let's see. Laura, scariest thing that happened to you guys. Love from the UK. Scariest thing that happened. I mean, besides becoming a father, having twins. I don't know. I think sometimes the homeowners, because you never know what's truly going on in their heads. So,
yeah, from a paranormal perspective, you and I talk about this quite a bit. Actually, there aren't a lot of things that are scary, that scare us in that way. We've had a few starts. We've been startled on occasion, and usually it's because there's an animal or something that we're not expecting. But I don't, you don't log those in your head as scary moments. So there really aren't too many scary things. I remember one time being creeped out with a shadow figure that kept coming toward me, and it just seemed menacing to me, but I wasn't scared per se. I was just a little kind of creeped out by it. But yeah, so.
Brandon, thank you for the super chat. And Shutter, thank you for the $2 super chat. Shutter and Crimson Peak are my favorite. Elisa, I'm sorry, I called you Shutter. I was looking at the wrong thing. Shutter and Crimson Peak are my favorite.
Just one thing I've noticed a lot of people, even in Facebook as well, recommending locations that they have some kind of connection to, some kind of access to. If you have a location that you want to recommend to us and you've got some ability to help us set it up, you can email me now that my email is working and the inbox is completely empty at this moment at jvj@johawproductions.com. I don't know if you've got a graphic for that, Jay, or not, but
Geez, I don't have it up yet.
okay. Yeah.
All right. I'll create one. Hang on.
Yeah. So it's jvj@johhaw, JOHAW productions.com. If you've got a location that you think would be good and you've got some ability to either introduce us to the people that run it or whatever, or you've got that ability to make that schedule yourself, love to have you email us and recommend it.
Fur Babies Bingo, thank you for the $5. For someone starting out doing their own investigations, what apps and equipment do you recommend? Also, The Thing is a masterpiece. It really was. Honestly, when you're starting your own investigations, you can do it relatively cheap. You've got your phone, and you can get microphones that connect to your phone. So that's a big plus. That helps out. You can get a simple camera that has IR. I mean, they're not too expensive these days. So you don't need anything mind blowing to start off. It's and as you go on, you're going to expand that.
If you're serious about it, please do not start getting apps on your phone and using them. If you just want to be entertained, that's one thing. But if you're serious about the investigation, don't rely on apps. And as Jason said, you don't really need much at all. In fact, if it's your first time, I wouldn't get anything. I would just go and observe and use your eyes and ears. Those are the two most important pieces of equipment that you can possess in an investigation anyway. And as Jason and I have started to do in these investigations, we use a sense shift experiment that we call where you basically eliminate your eyesight and your ears by using blindfold and earphones, and you start to realize that other senses in your body will actually experience things too that you weren't aware of because you're so busy just looking and hearing. So yeah, don't spend a lot of money until as you do it more, then you might want to invest in some other more sophisticated equipment.
All right, Laura. Hello, Laura. How are you, hon? Can you talk about a time when a homeowner has set up the place? Why does it disappear so damn fast? Set up a place looking like it was haunted when it wasn't. Yeah, we had a person build an actual speaker in their wall. I mean, we caught that. And then we also had a place, a brewery out in California, have all these things set up in the ceiling and in the bathroom and stuff like that. So, I mean, that list goes on and on. And
There
you're
are
always going to get people. What?
Yeah, I was going to agree with you. There are people that'll try to pull one over. Those things are pretty easy to catch. When you've been doing it a while, you kind of know when something like that's going on. And Jason and I approach every investigation very skeptically in a way. We're always going in looking for that stuff too. So I'm not going to say we can't be fooled because maybe we can be, but we're on the lookout for that stuff all the time.
Yeah. And Dust says, take pictures with a camera, use an audio recording device for EVPs, maybe an EMF meter. There you go, man. Thanks for helping out. I met him the other night because I was just going through YouTube or whatever, and this thing came up that he was live, and I said, so I just went into the chat. He's like, "That's not really Jason Hawes, is it?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, it's me." So,
Nice
guy. Yes, Cynthia, I was pissed when we found that out because we traveled 3,000 plus miles.
But it was a great episode.
It was. I had to fight with the
And
network to make that air.
I'm glad you did because it kind of set the bar for, this shit's not going to fly with us and we're going to catch you. So don't do it. I mean,
Laughing Donkey says his bathroom's haunted. Every time someone leaves, it's got a weird fog in it.
okay. But
Oh man. All right. So let's see here. Yes, that's right, Susan. That's the brewery. The guy rigged the speakers. Yeah, they did. They had it all set. Diane says, that's why I follow you. Well, thank you. And guys, first off, I want to say thank you to everybody who's helped out with this GoFundMe thing on, you know, to help save the Conjuring House. I mean, it's meant everything just to see the amount of people that have come together to do this because we're waiting on some stuff and you know, yeah, it's exciting. So and how it goes, I know there's still some question out there, and right now the company owns the debt. Um, so and that has to go through a foreclosure process. And then after that, it goes on to the next steps. So, but yeah, it's been fun. Been
Laura,
interesting. Been
Laura
amazing.
asked.
What?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I thought you
Oh,
were
go
done.
ahead.
Laura asked if you and I would start holding hands like Cody and Satori do.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
I mean, we'll be in it. We'll be in it. Remember, we're in the pitch dark most of the time, and we'll bump into each other, and that's awkward. So I don't think we're going to be holding hands.
Diane says, yeah, it was Moss Beach. That's right. Moss Beach Distillery. I remember how angry you and Grant. Yeah, I was pissed. So, Monica says, I've seen Andrea's video. Why is it not coming up? There we go. Yeah, all right. She's gangsta badass. Good for her. I think Andrea, yeah, the opening part of her video, I hadn't even seen. But she was talking about some things, I guess, that had been online and responding to that. And then, yeah, from there, it's, I don't know. It was all surprise to me. So I didn't find out about the whole opening of it until I saw Ben's video on it and Simply Strange. But I'm sure she's probably dealt with a lot of people saying some horrible things, and people trying to push one way or another, or just and it's a lot of pressure to be under, and she's just got to worry about her well being, and we'll try to fight this battle for her.
Style Designs pointed out the Queen Mary episode too, another one that there's some shenanigans
that,
going on.
yeah, that was a tough one because only one person had the key to get into that room, and they disappeared for 3 hours, and we couldn't find them. So, and when we did, that's what we found. So do the math on that. Thank God Dave Tango ended up catching that.
Yeah, that was a good catch.
Absolutely. All right. Jay, what do you think of dowsing rods? I mean, they have a purpose. I don't know if it's not a piece of equipment I would like to use in my toolbox. Actually, when's an investigation coming up on? I guess Halloween night we'll play an investigation, right, Jim? That
Yeah,
investigation, I use dowsing rods, but it was for a specific purpose. So hopefully we'll put that in the episode. Yeah.
yeah. So let me just mention that because it is approaching rather quickly. But we're obviously not doing a live on Halloween, but we are going to air a premiere on, and it's a Friday night. It's Halloween night. We normally air our premieres on Monday night, so that will be a special premiere to honor Halloween.
All right, Brandon, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. What's up, guys? What do you think happens to spirits and entities when a location is demolished? Well, I think that all depends on if it's an intelligent or a residual type haunt. If it's an intelligent type haunt, it can just go wherever. If it's a residual type haunt, it's probably still connected to whatever it was connected to in the first place. So, all right, let's see. Beth, thank you for the $2 super chat. Not much, but I hope it helps. Oh, well, thank you very much, hon. I mean, everything helps, bottom line. So, oh, Carrie, coming in strong. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Let me highlight. For Jen, she deserves a shout out. She's been putting in some OT lately. Honestly, Jen is phenomenal. Jen is our moderator. She's been running everything. She's phenomenal. Really, we love you, and she knows it. So her and I talk all the time. We could never survive without her. So, all right. Jenna, wonderful ring. What made JV interested in peeing? What peeing?
I don't know. I'm gonna say what made JV interest maybe in paranormal. I don't know what that's
I think
supposed to
it's
be.
does it burn when you pee, Jim?
Retype that, Jenna, please. I don't know what that means. Please retype it. Please.
Yes, Shadow Cat. She is. Jen is awesome. Well, she's a sweetie, but she's also pretty damn tough. So I'll give her that.
Linda, I'm going to put my put that email address in the YouTube
Yeah,
chat.
I was
So
trying
just
to throw it together. Sorry, man.
it's all right.
Um, Fred, JV, do you remember the Recovery Bar Scaricon at Verona many years ago? Still the best ever. You and the band were rocking.
That was a great VIP. Weren't you there, Jay, for that one? That
I
was
don't
the.
know, man. I
I
think the
think you
last
were. That was the first one at Turning Stone. The very first one at Turning Stone, which would have been the second year. I
I
think you were
believe I
there.
was. Yeah. There
And then,
wasn't there one night there was a band that played like all 80 songs?
yeah, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I think it was that one. And the party was at the bar. It was across the street from the casino. You
Yep.
remember that?
Yeah.
That was what's what he's talking about. That was the Recovery
Oh,
Bar. That was such a
jeez.
great party.
Yeah, I think I might have drank too much that night.
That happens.
So
That happens.
yeah, that happened a lot at Scaricon.
Yes, it did.
Hey, Jason, haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for the $1.99. All right. And Aaron says, this is important. Andrea has stayed quiet through the entire controversy as she was dealing with the death of her mom and this diagnosis. She chose to speak out when she was ready. All right. And I know some people, I know that there's some people got upset with me over her speaking out. First off, it has nothing to do with me. I didn't speak with her or anything on that. So, yeah, so much drama that I just don't want to be involved in.
Well, I mean, that this community somehow has way more drama than necessary. It's something about
Yeah.
the
Oh,
community.
yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So if it burns when you pee, get away from the fire, JV.
Okay, thank you, Laughing Donkey, for that advice. I'll remember that. I do want to ask Jenna something. Jenna's posted a bunch in our chat in YouTube. Jenna was the kind soul that connected us with a location in Canada that we tried to get to, and then had some things come up and couldn't do it. Is that place still what it was, Jenna? Is it still an opportunity for us to visit it at some point? I'm curious.
Yeah. Let's see. I saw somebody say something about the Conjuring House not being up for sale. And just so you know, that's not if I'm not going I can only say so much because honestly, there's others out there. And if I went and shared information that I know, then those others will have that information that I know. And I can't do that. So, and it's funny, but whatever. And because of that, you'll get some that claim, oh, this isn't real. This is a scam. This is you base your own belief on whatever. But yeah, I can only speak certain things because I can't open up the doors for other people because it's like, yeah.
Especially,
Well, man, you've owned a lot of properties,
yeah,
and you
but
know how this goes.
I
And it's
do.
like,
I do, but I was going to say, especially by the way, some of these people that you're referring to are acting. It's kind of crazy
yeah,
how some of this is going down, and it's mean, and it's nasty, and doesn't have to be. I don't
no,
understand
I
it.
mean that's it. And it's like, okay, man, it's if you're not happy with something, fine, but I'm not gonna weaponize a community. I'm not gonna start drama. It's like you do you, but yeah. So, anyways, all right, let's see. Thank you for the 4.99 super chat. Till death do us part. Paranormal. What are your views on EMF energy pumps and Tesla coils? I've used them in the past. Let me highlight that again. I've used them in the past. Well, EMF pumps. Haven't really used Tesla coils, but I mean, you're trying to charge the air. I'm not sure if they're really helping to fuel activity. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I actually like the concept. I think conceptually there's a lot of merit, whether it's EMF pump or a Tesla coil. Anything that puts more energy into the air, into the environment, theoretically could help things materialize. And I have to say, in practice, though, I haven't experienced that. I've used both, not a lot, but I have used both on occasion, and I haven't gotten the results I've hoped for, but I still think the jury's out and it's worth trying it some more.
Janice, if given the chance, would you go back to Trans-Allegheny Asylum? Yes, I would. In Weston, Virginia. Yeah, I would go back there in a heartbeat. So just haven't connected with them recently. All right, bitter troll. If they didn't think you stood a good chance at making it happen, the goobers wouldn't be trying to stop you so hard. Yeah, or if they didn't feel threatened,
That's exactly it.
yeah.
I love the saying, you don't start getting flack until you're over the target, and that's kind of what it's all about.
Yep. So, and like I said, you're getting people out there. First off, any of you who know me or who've seen me throughout the years know that I'm not going to do anything shady. I'm not going to, you know, I'm I'm not going to pull a scam or do something that's fraudulent. I mean, that's my reputation is based off of this. So, yeah. I mean, people can say whatever, and they can get hairs across their ass, and they can send whatever messages, but it's like, so in order for it to be real, I'm supposed to tell you everything I know? Really? When the hell did that happen?
Yeah,
I mean, how does that it makes absolutely no sense.
yeah, it's
How does
ridiculous.
it explain that, Jim? If you and me were going for something and I knew more than you, is it required for me to tell you everything?
Only if
So,
you're a fool. I mean, only if
I
you're a
mean, it's like,
fool
really?
and reveal your secrets. I mean,
Makes
that's
absolutely no
ridiculous.
sense to me. Yeah, and it's crazy. So Cookie oven. I'm too old for the drama. Trust me, I am too.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
why you
need
just
this.
that's why you just ignore it. I mean, you just kind of
Yeah.
whatever. You say what you want to say.
Yeah. Well, say what you want to say, and then well, you can handle it on the legal end.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
right.
that's it. So, David, I think very well. So, what do you think of the odds of winning the house are? I think it's very well. So, yeah. Let's see. Laughing doggy. Jason cannot use a Tesla coil. Imagine what would happen to his hair. I wouldn't even be able to put the shirt on. My back hair would be standing straight out. Nasty.
What was it was what was that thing called? At the Oliver House had one. Remember that where you put static ball or whatever, you put your hand on it and the
Oh yeah, yeah.
what is
That
that thing called?
I don't even
Yeah.
remember. But he used to make the bird go off in the other
Yeah,
room.
exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. If you haven't seen the Oliver House investigation, check it out because there's a device set up in there which is kind of cool that makes a bird noise happen. And there's one of those balls where if you put your hand on it, all the little electric
Yep.
bolts congregate on your hand. It's
All
kind of cool.
right. What's your favorite haunted place episode? I mean, I've liked St. Augustine Lighthouse. I like Waverly Hills. You know, Rolling Hills. I love those locations. So, and there's so many of them. Let's see. Are you still friends with the original cast? Absolutely not. In 2 weeks, I'm going to beat Steve up. No, yeah, we're all good. So I was actually just talking with him anyways, but we're together in, yeah, just like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
How many people in the chat rooms are going to be at New Jersey Perry Unity in a couple of weeks? What is it, the 7th and 8th? Is that are those the dates of the whole thing? Um,
yes, yeah,
Something
7th,
like that.
8th.
But the actual event thing is just Saturday, right?
Yeah, it's just
And then there's
Saturday.
a
There's VIP party
VIP.
Friday and Saturday night.
Yeah. Yeah. So the 8th is actually when there's like the event happens. But if you're, I don't know how it works. This will be my first one, but there's a VIP party both Friday and Saturday night, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday. And, contractually, I'm only supposed to show up to one, but I always show up to both.
There, it's fun.
John's
It's
always
fun.
like, "Why are you here?" Because I could be. So, I mean, just sit at the hotel.
Right.
Pamela, yes. Are there any TAPS chapters here out west? Yeah. If you go to tapsfamily.com, you can find teams everywhere in every state, in multiple countries. It's all right there for you, hon. Let's see. Are there any celebrities from previous episodes that would welcome back for new investigations? Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, I still talk with the majority of them. So, yeah, if I had an issue with them, I wouldn't have had them on the show, to be honest with you. Like Eddie McClintock and Colin, and the list goes on and on. They've all been great.
Yeah. Right now, we've actually been talking the last couple of days, working
Ain't
with
that right, Dust? Keep your cards close to you.
yeah.
So what are you saying?
I'm just saying we've just the last couple of days been talking about working with another celebrity, a friend of ours, who's into ghost hunting, and that's going to be a lot of fun if we can make that happen.
Exactly. Yeah, it would be. I like real people and hang out with real people. Oh, and that's exactly who we are, Will.
We're so real, we're going to get that cheese stamp on us.
That's okay.
That's it.
Within the
100%
call game,
real.
Jason, you are very true, real.
Come on, give me a sympathy laugh or something.
Okay, yeah, do it again. Do it again.
Hey, we're so real, we're going to get that cheese stamp on us.
All right, there you go. You got work for you?
Thank you for the effort, bro. I appreciate
I
it.
tried for you, man. Well, that's it, Jane. Yeah, it just makes absolutely no sense to me. And, if you know something, then prove it. Wait, huh? No, I'm not. All right, I'll prove it to you in the near future. So, thank you for the 1999 super chat, Cindy. I'm hoping you guys have a convention somewhere down south. I'd love to, as long as it's during the winter up here. Sorry, Lauren, I already did that. My favorite haunt episode. Yeah, St. Augustine, Waverly Hills. The list goes on and on. Susie, yes, Susie Q. No drama, llama. Yeah, I mean, and it's just, yeah, we don't have to create these issues. I mean, turning the community inside and out, having just weaponizing it, it just doesn't need to be done. I mean, if you weaponize your community, then you didn't respect your community in the first place. So, let's see. Fake. Oh, hang on. William. Fake people turn me off, and I walk away. Yes. Mary. Welcome to being a member. Kate. Jason. Has Austin played any pranks on you lately? You're so mad at him. I wasn't mad. You know what? I love that kid. I love all my kids. Austin. He just knows how to work you. He really does. And then he's so phenomenal at it. It's like you want to hug him and choke him all at the same time. Oh, thank you, April. I'm thankful for Jason's leadership because I'm about the real. Thank you. And like I said, I don't want it thought that anybody is being attacked or anything like that, because I get that people have interest in the property. And I also get that a lot of people watch what's said here for inside information or whatever. And the fact of the matter is, I'm trying to do right by Andrea, and I'm trying to do right by the community that's backed me on this. And that's all it is. So, coming up with things saying, it's not real, it's a scam, it's this, it's that. I mean, if it was a scam, come on. It's like that would be the way I'd leave my legacy. No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need the money in the first place. This was to offset and try to help out everybody. And some people just want to turn that into a negativity thing, and it's not. And I'm not going to go down that route. So, Monica, hey Jay, has Meatloaf ever visited you? No, he hasn't. But I would love to talk to him.
We tried actually in the Vortex room, and that was a difficult process. We talked about that for a long time.
Yeah, you had to edit out some of it. Yeah,
yeah,
I was not good with it.
And so but we did make an effort there. We actually heard some noises and stuff while we were doing it. Not sure what that was, but there was no obvious direct communication from Meatloaf. But if you're interested in seeing how that went, it's the Rolling Hills episode on the YouTube channel.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you for the $1.99. All right, let's see here. Robin, Waverly Hills rocks. They do. And Tina and them out there, they're just good people. Patricia, would you ever go to a place that another person went to just see if you get the same? Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's see. Fur babies, I respect your silence. You don't have to say anything. It shows your honor that you just, make something up. And that's it. I just don't want to get into the chaos. I mean, I don't. It's not worth it for me. And I know that even if I didn't, I mean, I know you guys got my back, and that means everything just to see that, but I don't wanna put anybody through it. I just don't. So, and if anybody's gonna do that, then that's on them. So whatever. Thank you, Enough B, for the $5 super chat. You're a sweetheart. Earl, I loved Tombstone. So one of the best experiences I ever had was in the Birdcage Theater. So I'd go back there in a heartbeat. Let's see. For what I have seen, a lot of other paranormal individuals and teams are rooting for you on the yeah, and that means a lot. That really does. And I think that goes to show that this is about just doing what's right. We're trying to do this for everybody. So, um, thank you, Jack and Z from New Zealand. Thank you from New Zealand for what you're doing. Thank you. All right, let's see. Andrea, thank you for the $2 super chat. Haters are just jealous of your beautiful heart. You're a sweetheart. Thank you so much. Kate, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Let's see. And yeah, and I just when it comes down to it, like I said, I just don't want things to go negative. I mean, I seem to get blamed for any time something goes wrong, and I don't know half the time what the hell I'm being blamed for, but whatever.
Well, somebody had asked me, I can't remember specifically what the question was, but why are all these other people making videos of what's going on? And I said, people figure out quickly that there's a topic that'll get them
Oh,
clicks.
absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
that's what they do. They jump on it. They just pile on, and they don't have any information. They don't have any, insight, but
You know
they
how many
get
times I've heard
clicks.
people say, "Oh, well, the house is sold. You're still doing that." Well, you don't understand it. If trust me, if that was the case, I mean, I paused the GoFundMe initially. Boom, when somebody said it was sold, um, and I've been working directly with them. So, the fact of the matter is, if that was the case, then this would all be over. But it's not. So I'm not doing this because yeah, trying to be sly about it. Well, I can't say that. Hang on. I am doing it because I'm trying to be sly about it, but
You're
I'm
not, you're
not
not trying to
I'm
be
not
sly.
doing the
You're trying
GoFundMe
to,
about yeah,
yeah,
I'm just not going
you're
to
being, you're being,
share information
you're being
publicly.
professional, and you've
Yeah.
got no obligation to let these other people who are angry because they aren't in as good of a position as what you've
Yeah.
done. They're pissed. They're probably not gonna have a chance to get it, and you owe them no obligation.
No, and you know what it comes down to, man? It comes down to a point where if I wasn't going to get it because of some of this, I would make sure that I connected somebody else and being like, "Hey, here's your connection." Just because if you gotta be a horrible person or just, constantly attack me for when I haven't done anything, well, then I'm not what benefit is it for me to help you out in the first place? Alright. Oh, geez, these things are going fast, so I gotta get on this here. Alright. I am so far behind, Jim. Jen's gonna start yelling at me. She's gonna start yelling at me,
Oh,
and I hate it
you
when Jen yells at me.
yeah, well,
She's mean. So, Paige, thanks for everything you're doing and keeping integrity at the forefront. Thank you. Just trying to be honest. All right, question for you both. Who is the one person you would love to visit you? Only one question. Honestly, Meatloaf. I would love for him to visit me.
Kelsey, that is a really, really cruel question to ask because, I mean, first of all, I'm going to put my family aside. Okay, I've lost both of my parents. Obviously, they would be the people I would want to have visit me most. But putting them aside, if we're not talking about family, I don't know. I don't know if it would be a historical figure like Abraham Lincoln or Elvis Presley or John Lennon or somebody who I've idolized from a music perspective. Or, I mean, there's a lot of people that are on that list. So to ask which one and what one question would you ask, I don't think that's even possible to answer.
All right, Laura, did you get along with the Ghost Avengers crew? Honestly, I've talked with Zach a couple times. I've never had issues with any of them. So, all right, let's see. This thing finally catching up or what?
I think you're getting close now.
Yeah. Oh, is Meatloaf the singer? He and Jason were oh, yeah, alright. Yes. Meatloaf was, he was pretty much family. He truly was.
Jen, I see you back in chat. Did you answer my question from before? Because if you did, I missed it.
Alright, let's see. They see dollar sign and they and you but it's nothing, it's nothing personal, and I get some people have a business plan or whatever, and that's fine, and I'm not trying to be a kink in that chain, but I was asked by a dear friend to do this, and, and that's it, so but, Glenn, thank you for the $2 super chat. Let's see, mine would be Ozzy. Meatloaf came to Maine years and years ago. Yeah, there was one that I took Howie with me backstage to meet up with him. I think that was in Maine. And, well, I took you with me to the one in Connecticut when we hung out backstage and stuff. That's when he tried to get me on stage.
Yeah, I remember that well.
Yeah, knew it was not happening. Had to do it. Oh, thank you so much, Kelsey.
Yeah, she knew what she was up to when she asked that question.
All right, let's see. Yeah. I miss Meatloaf. Followed him on Facebook. Yep, I know. He was just a big kid in a spook house. Yeah, he loved it. He really. I mean, and I can tell you right now, if he was here, he would have been one of the first people to call me, being like, "All right, how are we getting this thing?" That's just how he was. He had told me so many times, "Hey, if you ever want to try to buy a haunted property, let me know." So,
Isn't this year the 50th anniversary of the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Isn't that this year?
I don't know.
I know there have been a bunch of celebrations. I'm assuming it's because it's like the 50th, and
I
that
never
sounds
saw the
about
whole
right.
movie.
And that,
Well, I mean, if we want to get technical, I was younger and I got in a fight, so
yeah, but it's
you
been
know that
playing
story. I
since.
mean, I had to what?
They play it. They've played it since, Jay.
Yeah,
They've
no, I
like,
know that, but this was where they did the whole had the actors running up
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah,
a bad time. I mean, I was a kid. I was in trouble.
yeah. um, yeah, but I think it's the 50th anniversary, and because I know, yeah, I'm getting some confirmation of that in chat. So, obviously, another time to remember Meatloaf because he was really great in that movie.
Yeah. Nick says we're 1,000 away from 160 on the GoFundMe. That's awesome. That's great. So, and then so the crazy stuff also with the rest of that is the GoFundMe. I had to answer some of these questions. Some people were getting upset that somebody donating wanted to be anonymous.
That's because they can't badger him. That's why they're upset.
I know, but it dumbfounds me. It's like because somebody wants to remain anonymous. I don't know. Whatever. William, I remember the Meatloaf cartoons in the 70s. I didn't know there were Meatloaf
Yeah,
cartoons.
I saw that comment too, and I'm like, I don't remember Meatloaf cartoons. Was that was it like a Saturday morning cartoon kind of thing? Or are we talking about they were like music videos or something?
They wanted to do a cartoon for ghost hunters.
Can you
I
imagine?
just never did it. I mean, probably should have, but I just didn't.
Yeah, you could have squared off against Scooby Doo and that gang, and it would have been fun.
Monica, what is your favorite song? Actually, I told Meatloaf this because he had asked me at one point, and it was "Objects in the Rearview Mirror May Appear Closer Than They Are." I mean, it's just a great song.
I don't even think I know that one, but I would say
What are you talking? How do you not know that song?
I don't.
It's the one that his buddy gets. Oh, come on! Now you gotta
No,
watch.
the one I'm
You gotta
thinking
watch
of
it.
is took the words right out of my mouth.
Yep. Or 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That's a good
That's
song.
a great song. I mean, I bought the Bat Out of Hell album because of that song. But the whole album's really, really good.
I got a video on the YouTube page from so long ago where he was trying to explain to me what he meant with I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. And he's just like, he's trying to explain it to me. And that's when Meatloaf was all right. So he used to show up to my room like every morning. We were in this hotel that was on the road. And it was like 8 a.m. every morning. I'd get a knock on my door. I'd open it up, and there'd be Meatloaf, coffee on. So he'd come and he'd hang out. And this is when we first started really becoming close. And and this happened like 4 days in a row. And then one morning he didn't show up, and I was like, "What the hell?" And like 10 a.m. I get a knock on the door, and I open it up, and he's like, "Let's go." Where the hell are we going? He had rented out an entire golf cart track down the road, and all of us TAPS members went, and he
Oh,
ran
that's
us off
fun.
the road. He ran us off the road for like 2.5 hours. But it was yeah, and then he rented a boat, and we went on a boat, and I ended up coming back. I went to an event right after that and realized that I had dehydrated myself. So I first time in my life I ever had kidney stones. And
Kidney
it was the worst. Oh
stones.
my god, it was the worst experience of my life. So
Yeah, I've seen a good friend of mine that I grew up with had kidney stones all the time, and he'd be writhing on the floor in pain for hours when he got hit by
yeah.
one. And
You
it
know, he
was,
used to get him bad, Dustin. I mean,
oh,
poor
really?
Dustin on the road, especially when he was on international. Yeah. It was like, I can't imagine going through that as often as he was, too.
Yikes.
Monica, Jason, I just laughed out loud because of an anonymous donation. Yeah. I got this. All right. Now it just disappeared. This thing was stuck on the page. It wouldn't go away. All right. I gave up my virginity to paradise by the dashboard light.
Well, that's appropriate. That is appropriate, Mary.
Yeah.
What a great song, though. Such a great song. And as somebody who plays in a band, it's very rare you actually can find a band that plays it well because it's far more complex than it sounds.
Tape and scissors. Jason, would you want to stay around after you died, and where? Yeah, I'd want to stay around. Why? Keep an eye on my kids. Haunt the hell out of their spouses if they ever gave them any hard times. Scare the grandkids into behaving. Anything I could do to traumatize them. Yep, absolutely. Jason, thank you for the 1999 super chat, man.
Yes, thank you.
Let's see. Jennifer, will you have Steve and Tango out with you guys anytime soon? That's always a possibility. Steve's been really on like a book tour nonstop and pushing that stuff. So, but I'll be with him in a couple weeks, and he already said he'd love to do anything. So, Ferris, donating anonymously is offensive now. Yes, and having
Trigger warning.
information that somebody
Trigger
else
warning.
doesn't is offensive.
Trigger warning.
Yes. Yeah.
Anonymous donation coming in. Trigger warning.
Yep. Monica says she's going to listen to that song after the live. It's a great song. Objects in the rearview mirror.
So this so-called song, "Objects in the Rearview Mirror."
So-called song. What do you mean so-called song? What the hell does that even mean?
Just kidding. What album is it on?
Oh, jeez.
It's not on Bat Out of Hell, I don't think.
Hang on, I'll look it up.
Is it? If it is, then I probably know it because I've listened to that album start to finish a lot
It's
over the years.
It was on his 1993 one.
Yeah, that's not going to be it then.
Yeah.
That's probably why I don't know it.
It's out of Bat Out of Hell 2, Back into Hell.
Oh, there was a Bat Out of Hell 2?
Oh, see, you didn't even know that.
I did not know that. I didn't.
Mm-mm. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. I expected more.
Don't look. Yeah, don't look at me like I didn't.
But you can tell me about a freaking 1930s movie or a song from 1908.
Not 1908, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's true.
But I just watched.
What?
I just watched Monster, the Ed Gein story.
Oh yeah. I was going to watch that.
Oh God, I don't know. And probably there's a lot of people out there who liked it. It's just the most random. I mean, most of the stuff never happened that's in the movie. They add all these crazy things in, and then when you get near the end, there's like a weird dance scene thing that happens. The whole thing's odd to me. Yeah, you heard me right on that one.
It's one that I've kind of clicked on and like I'm going to start watching. They're like, you know what, I got to be in the right frame of mind to watch this. So I'm holding.
No, you don't want to be in your right frame of mind. So
no.
You want to definitely be off.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for the $10 super chat, Sherry. Do you think spirits ever get tired of being asked the same question? Do you think they can become aggressive? Yeah, I think, yeah, I'm sure they probably get annoyed at answering the same question.
I don't know if
And
any
what?
I'm sorry. I think you're done, so I start talking, but you're not. Go ahead.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, I mean, just like if somebody was a miserable person in life, they can be a miserable person in death. So go ahead, JV.
I was just gonna say I made a meme once, and it shows three ghosts, the kind that like are sheets, holding up a picket signs out in front of a haunted location. You see a couple ghost hunters on the porch looking at them, and the ghost signs say like, "Touch the device yourself. My name is Brian. Don't ask me again." Those kind of things. So yeah, I think that there's a lot of logic in the fact that they probably do get tired of the same questions.
Yeah, see, Laura, Monster, Ed Gein was terrible. Agreed. It was painful. It was painful to watch.
Oh, so Laura says it was terrible. Did you think it was
Oh,
terrible?
I thought it was horrible.
Like not good or
No, I just thought it
disturbing?
was horrible, horrible show. I mean, no, it's just not a good show.
It's just
It's
not good.
I mean, his story, yeah, of course his story is sick, but, I just think, yeah, what they did and they tried to just I don't know, they tried to, like, humanize him and make it I don't know.
So now I'm gonna have to watch it so I can see what you saw.
Good luck
And
to you.
yeah, thank you. I last night I watched the a Perfect Neighbor. Did you see that one?
I have not yet. That's in my list.
Yeah, that's pretty
So,
good. That was actually pretty good.
Torchlight
Weird
Girl,
story.
yeah, Mindhunter, I think was a great show on Netflix. Silence of the Lambs, I mean, that was a good movie. Let's see. Yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of people who were not impressed with the
But that's the thing. This true crime thing has now evolved into crime docudramas where they take a famous case and they make almost a fictionalized account with some truth in it of the story, and they make it as a 10-episode miniseries. That's kind of becoming the replacement for true crime stories, I think.
well, I mean, I don't know. It what he did was horrible. Let's not
Oh
make
yeah,
it
there's
seem
nothing.
like
Yeah,
yeah,
there's no. It kind of almost started with the Dahmer thing, with which I thought was actually done pretty well, even though that is a very disturbing story as well. Did you see that one with
I did.
who
I
was
did.
the kid in Evan?
Yeah, I
He was from American Horror Story, and yeah,
never watched that, yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, Diane, you might I mean, check it out. Check out an episode or 2. You might after that I don't and I know the actor who played him was great in, like, Sons of Anarchy and stuff, but the minute he did the voice, oh my god, that was painful. The voice, it was just
Oh, really?
oh my
Now,
I prepared for that one.
Isn't the Texas Chainsaw Massacre loosely based on the Ed Gein story?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what.
and
Yeah,
so are a bunch of
yeah.
Psycho, the movie Psycho.
Psycho was too.
Yeah, Psycho and, a bunch of other things, and yeah,
Psycho's a great movie, and you told me you haven't
I never
seen
saw it.
Psycho.
Never
And
saw Psycho.
man, watch party in our future. I'm telling you that right
There
now.
is not. There is not a watch party in our future.
Why won't you? And I'm asking this in a serious question. Why wouldn't you watch Psycho? It's a classic.
I just
Not
no,
interested,
I just
or
mean I'm not gonna sit around and watch a movie Psycho with you.
oh, you just want to
We're not
watch
gonna
with me?
we're not gonna Netflix and chill, Jim. So, yeah, it's not happening. So, thanks try though.
Do we have that opening we did when we were doing that movie thing for a brief second? Remember
Oh my gosh, I
the
do have that somewhere. I saw it.
we should play that.
I don't have it on me
I'm,
right
I'm
here.
going to look and see if I've got it here while you're talking.
Yeah, oh geez. Hopefully it's the editable part. So, that would be hilarious. Alright, let's see. Silence of the Lambs. Yeah, Jen, you're right on. And actually, yeah, the Ed Gein thing was so confusing. It really was, and it was all over the place. It didn't have much to do with Ed's life, that's correct, 100%. Oh, hello, Monica. How are you, hon? I didn't see your message before, sorry. Let's see. Sharon. When is the new Conjuring coming out on Max? I don't know. I haven't even seen it.
I have it.
Monica, I am yes, that's right. I'm not gonna do Netflix and chill with Jimmy. That's not gonna happen. I don't care. Just not worth it. I can never take that memory back. So
Let me see. This is actually, it's not that large. You want me to send
Oh,
it to
geez.
you?
Well, I'm not even going there. What?
You want me
Yeah.
to
Can't
send
you
this
can't
to you?
you play it from there?
I might be able to. Let me see if I can. Shit.
I mean, you can't screw up too much.
Well, it's the okay. Let me see if I can. Give me a second.
You might want to just make sure it's an edited version because we do some stupid crap. All right, let's see. Hang on. Right, I got you. I remember asking Jason on Facebook about the movie A Quiet Place 2, how long you would last being heavy-footed walking around. He responded, you'd be torn to pieces. Yeah, Jimmy would not survive in a quiet place. I mean, it'd be the opening scene. He would take a step and he'd get taken out. It would be gone. It would be done. How long would you survive in a quiet place, Jim?
4 minutes and 18
Yeah, 4
seconds.
minutes. Hmm. Yeah, and if it's not him walking, his stomach's gonna make a noise. Either way,
It's true.
standing next to him, if you stand next to him, you're dead.
I'm,
So it's yeah, just get the hell away from Jim. You got it?
it's going to take me a second. So I have to
All
move
right.
it to the other computer so I can play it.
No, this is gonna be bad if you do this. So we were
I
working
thought
let
it
me
was
explain.
fun.
Yeah,
It's
no,
fun.
it is. I mean, we have a bunch of them, but we were working on this website. It was, Paranormal Popcorn or whatever, and, we were gonna we were bored, so it's like, "Yeah, let's do some movie reviews." And, it, yeah, you guys, you'll enjoy this one. Gosh. Anyways, uh, Lone Wolf, have you investigated Liska axe murder house? I have not. I have not. I would like to get out there and check it out. I just haven't yet. As I see it, are there any reputable companies that handle bookings or the selling of private haunted homes? I think there are a couple, but I'm not sure on the detail of that. So Chris says just shy of 160. Well, that's awesome. Let's see. The best all-time classic, The Uninvited, made in 1944. I'll have to check that out. New Conjuring movie is out on Prime right now. All right. Yeah, I never saw it, so I heard it was kind of all over the place, but I'm not sure. Meredith, I would die in 1 minute. Yeah, well, a little longer than JV. Jason, I'm going on a tour of Hillview Manor in Newcastle, PA with Heather Taddy. Oh, Heather's a sweetheart. You'll have a blast with her. Your team was there. Do you remember anything from it? You know what? I don't remember off the top. I'd have to, and I'm sorry, I'm a little brain dead. It's been a long day. Jen, trying to sell me in Discord. We gotta set this up, Jen. We could do that on Discord. All of us could watch a movie together with live chat. That actually sounds kind of fun. And I could be in my own safe place. I wouldn't have to be sitting next to Jim, who again would try to do the Netflix and chill.
Okay, so here's the problem. If I do it on the computer that I'm linked to with you, I don't know if you can hear the audio because we've had that issue before. If I do it on the computer that I know you can hear the audio on, I can't get the video to share on the screen. So unless I send it to you, I don't think we're going to be
How
able to
big is
do
it?
it. 100 megabytes.
Well, I mean, you can. You have to email it to me.
I know. Can I email 100 megabytes?
I don't know.
Can I FTP it to you?
You can't. Yeah, I mean, you can try.
All right, I'll do that.
All right. Villa Wolf, why do ghosts haunt bars? For the booze. Gotcha. All right. So let me know when it's uploaded and I'll take a look at it. You'll have to take over for a minute while I do that. But Jason, have you ever investigated Pythian Castle in Springfield, Missouri? I don't believe I have. It doesn't sound familiar. Do you like to investigate the more known spots or ones that are more low key spots? I love the more low key spots, you know, and I also prefer like residential homes over anything, but it's tough to do residential homes and put them online because, it's a lot of times it's just people's private stuff. Ed Thomas, FTP. Are you from the past? Jimmy is. I've tried to get him to use like I've been like, hey man, I'll upload it to my my Google Drive or the cloud. He's like, yeah, I'll put. Can you do it to the FTP? Well, whatever. So I mean, sometimes he's a dinosaur. He just won't change. Sorry, everybody. Let's see. JV, please add this little donation to get some cloudy shit. Keep telling them. Oh, pull that back up. All right, here we go. I keep telling you to get them. Those shoes are amazing. Anyone else agree? I don't even know what they are, but I mean, if it'll help him. Good night, Jennifer. Natasha. I've done a bunch of places in the UK, but after we were there for quite a while and dealt with a bunch of issues, that's why we created the Ghost Hunters International show, because we figured we could have them over there investigating all the time. And yeah, we'd just stick to the US. All right, let's see. With The Nun, Annabelle, Rona, and Conjuring movies, a new one ties them all together. Okay. Hey, Jason, which one is the scariest place to paranormal? I don't look at places as scary. I look at them as intriguing. So I don't think any of them are scary. Let's see. As far back as the Spalding Inn and someone ill, always considered a cool dude. Right. Friend Jay, much love always. Thank you, Jason. Thank you for the $49 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Here, I thought it was Steve not wanting to. I mean, Steve is terrified of planes. Let's see. Have you ever seen the movie I Saw What You Did? And I know who you are. I don't know. How you doing there, man?
Okay, it's on the FTP.
Oh God. Okay.
So you can.
Yeah.
I don't know the movie I Saw What You Did and I Know Who You Are.
Everybody's really confused with you. They're like, why can't he just like FTP? That's like so 2 decades ago.
Well, it may be, but unless you've got a better way. I know you can't email 100 megabytes.
Okay, let's see here. Was it already that fast? I don't know. I'm not sure if it's fully up there, man.
Well, 100 megabytes?
I don't know.
I watched it finish.
Okay. Stop getting all angry.
This is a lot of work for this.
I know. Yeah.
People are going to be very disappointed.
It really is.
After all this effort.
Right?
It is kind of funny, though. WinXP. I wish I was using WinXP. I miss WinXP. Actually, yeah, that's the one. That was a really solid operating system. They've all been kind of difficult since. I'm just looking through chat while Jason does this. Let's see. Torrent is a better FTP. I don't know. I have never used Torrent. I don't really know anything about that.
All right, give me a minute. I'll upload.
You can press. I don't think so, Joseph. It wasn't a very big file to begin with. It was only 100 megabytes. I don't think you can get a whole lot of compression from that. So
it's almost there.
And I really didn't think it was going to be this much work to get this done.
I mean, yeah, it's like what, 30 seconds?
Yeah, it's a very short intro that we did for this Paranormal Popcorn project that we were working on, where we would look at horror movies. I think we did the Nun, right? Yeah. The Nun was one of the ones we did.
Yeah, I got it. You know what, I'll play.
You got it? All right. Let's watch this open.
It's going to be horrible because I don't.
It's going to be horrible. You probably don't remember it at all, but it's going to be fun.
Hang on, I'm trying to figure out why it's not loading though. So give me a minute.
Yeah, so we did a bunch of those, and then just got busy doing other things. But
here we go.
You got it?
This is so stupid. I'm looking at this. It's so stupid. It's like, what the hell were we thinking? All right, please just don't.
Here's a treat for you guys.
God, don't hold this against us. Wait, was that was the whole one? I thought it was the other one that you were like every time we cut back to you.
Oh, that was one of the episodes. That was the whole
Oh,
episode.
all right. Well, we did
Yeah.
this one. We'll have to show at some point, but
Yeah, we could show
I
that some.
apologize for that, everybody. But yeah, where it's like every time we cut back, JV would have another article of clothes on, and it just like kept on changing. So, but anyways, yes, that's the silly stuff we would.
We did a lot of silly. We bought bowling shirts just for that
I
sequence.
still have it. I still have it.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's hung in the closet. Yep.
Oh,
And
it's so
the
funny.
bowling bags. Remember the
That's right.
bowling bags that
That's
we could
right.
pull
Bowling
popcorn
bags and bowling shirts.
from?
Oh my god. So
Paranormal popcorn. It was like, we were so bored. I mean, I can't even say we were bored. We were doing Beyond Reality Radio. So, I mean, we're jamming all the
we
time.
just at the time, YouTube was starting to really catch on. We're like, yeah, let's try something out. Let's see if we can carve a little niche. We weren't even thinking about this particular
No.
approach at the time, so we tried it. We had fun with it, but it just we didn't really know where to go with it.
Yeah, everybody's saying, hi, Sherry. Is Sherry here? I don't see her yet. Oh, there she is. There's the girl. What place had the most bats that you investigated? Oh, you know what? Oh, that's something I should have uploaded to this.
What's that?
It's the video I got of Sherry taking a bat to the face.
Oh God,
a flying bat to the face. I think I still have that somewhere. so bad, but yes. Anyways,
yeah, that's something I have trouble with handling.
bats to the face.
That's to the
I
face.
mean, bats to the face are yeah, they could be traumatizing. Oh my god, I don't know. I'll have to look this up. I got to get stuff ready before we do this because I know I made that one of my favorites, but yeah, I don't see it. You know what? I want to find that Sherry, and it's going to be like everybody's background because she's just walking in somewhere, and all of a sudden you see this bat fly, and it catches her right in the forehead.
Did she get tested for rabies? Obviously, she's fine.
I mean, she should have been tested long before that. She really should have. So, anyways, let's see. Jason, you two are making me laugh. Oh, well, we're just being our stupid selves.
We make each other laugh, which is what makes it fun.
Like you stopped at the dollar store. I mean, yeah, it was pretty much how it was. We just
really was.
We had no idea where we were going with this stuff. We were going and watching like stupid movies and then just talking about them.
Yep.
I don't know what the hell Jason's talking about with Sherry the cow fart, but okay. Wait, now I got to find it again. Every time she posts something, I got to look. Let's see. Oh, I see her saying, hi, Jen. What the hell is she talking about? I don't know. The chat moves way too damn fast.
So just so you know, and maybe we'll have this, we can have this for the next time. The Nun paranormal popcorn review that we did, it's a 7-minute video.
Oh, geez, yeah.
It's not super long, so maybe next time we'll play it.
Thank you for the $5 super chat. What advice can you give amateur paranormal investigators? Well, first off, take everything you hear with a grain of salt. And the best piece of equipment you can ever use is common sense. So, what do you got?
As an answer to that question, or just in general?
Can't answer that question.
I didn't hear the question. I'm sorry.
Jesus. What? All right. What advice can you give to new amateur paranormal investigators?
Don't get wrapped up in looking at screens for sure. Listen, watch, experience the place you're in, because you'll learn and you'll capture more just by using your ears and your eyes and your common sense than you will by any weird devices. Equipment's great, and when there's a place for it, for sure. But the actual experience is what you see, hear, and feel, and make sure you don't overlook that.
Sherry she's got an event coming up. I saw you have an event coming up on Halloween. So, and it's so funny because the event that you have coming up at that place, when I first saw it, I had to turn to Satori and I'm like, Tori, was this the place that I was looking at purchasing? Because it looked 100% like the place I had been looking at like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. But yeah, it's a place in Massachusetts. Chat went all the way back to the top. That's ridiculous. Okay. Haunted Bat Cave in New Mexico. Well, I won't be investigating that place.
So James is chiming in the YouTube chat. I think about my loss of all my emails, asking if I tried to restore to an earlier date. What I learned was that the emails themselves weren't stored locally. They were all stored on the server, which I was using Network Solutions as my hosting platform. And when I switched out of Network Solutions, the minute they changed the name servers, all that data is gone, and I've got no local copy of it. My mistake. I should have made sure I had local copies, but I just assumed they would be there, and they weren't.
Yeah, Sherry says yes. It's the Hale House in Beverly, Mass. She's got that coming up on Halloween.
That's fun.
Yeah. I mean, sounds like a blast. I'd check it out. All right. And Jen and me have put together a Discord server. We just haven't finished it, right, Jen? So, I mean, you're welcome to share that information and pressure me into finally using it. So, because that's what will happen. Love the Conjuring House jewelry. Your daughters make. Oh, yeah, they're beautiful, aren't they? All right, Diane, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, Pair Family, we're really close to having as many likes as there are viewers. Could we get a few more likes, please? Let's see. Ed says, hey, this must be about Sherry's event. I hope you can avoid the Salem traffic. Yeah, that's going to suck. You know, that's the one thing. I don't know how she does it. I've talked to her, and like traffic for Sherry is her peaceful time. I don't get traffic. I live in Rhode Island.
It's so stressful.
Yeah. I don't know how she does it, but that's her peace.
Yeah. Nope.
And I'm like, good, you can have that. Enjoy it. Keep it
I'm in Cooperstown. If I get behind a car, I'm frustrated.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, everybody smash that like button. Sherry, where can they get information about that event? If you put that in there, I'll make sure I post it for everybody. Joseph, Salem traffic, Salem trials. Yeah. Let's see this poor like button. Keep trying. Ooh. All right.
Bringing flowers.
Let's see. Do you guys know if real film cameras can catch anything that digital cameras don't? I'm not sure. I mean, you can have exposure issues as well as bleed in from one image to the next. So that's something you got to deal with. Man, did you notice today there were so many problems with Amazon's cloud services?
Their web hosting platform crashed or something, right? And there was like almost everybody uses it. They have like 80% of all web hosting or something, and so any site you went to try to do something, you couldn't because their servers were down.
That's crazy.
Shows you how vulnerable we are, though. You know, in the
it's terrifying.
Yeah, it is terrifying.
It really is. So, let's see. Discord would be a perk for a member of the channel. Okay. Jen keeps me in check. I have no idea, but let's see. What's your favorite ghost hunting tool? Common sense. And then after that, I like thermal. I like digital recorders.
Yeah. The basics.
Like, what, your thumb?
I do like my thumb. Yeah, it's usually no. It doesn't fail me. It never fails me.
Never fails you. Not since that surgery.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. All right. Do you guys think that Annabelle or any haunted item should be on tour? To me, Lorraine Warren states, "Do not move." Seems like a greed game to me. I definitely don't like the idea that if it was her wishes that the doll stay there, that it's being moved. Then again, I'm not a believer really in the doll in the first place. So You got anything, JV?
Yeah, I agree with what you said. I don't necessarily ascribe to the doll what many people do. I do think that the putting it on tour like that was a bit of a it's a business venture. I don't know that I criticize him for doing that. There are a lot of people around the country that wouldn't be able to see the doll otherwise, so maybe that's a good thing. But when they had the unfortunate incident where that gentleman passed away, and then it became just a circus, and that was a little
Yeah.
ridiculous. And I felt very badly for his family.
Yeah. Dan. Yep. I agree. And then I'll definitely give, Elton and them kudos. They've done a lot to help remember Dan. So, and I think that's important. So, Shiba dog squeezing a big red heart. Well, thank you, Maggie.
Yes, thank you, Maggie.
Jason, have you ever had nightmares after investigating a haunted place? No, I've had weird dreams. When we were at the Shanley Hotel, remember that? I was like,
We both no
yeah,
that was the thing. We both had weird dreams the same night, and we started talking about it in the morning. Like, oh my god, we almost had the same dream.
yep,
That was really bizarre, actually.
it was odd. And yeah, so Ashley Banfield made a joke out of it. So just, I didn't know. And I haven't heard anything about that, but I would hope not because, Dan and especially his family, they deserve better. So let's see. Nick Kittle says, looking for 8 more people who would want to investigate Waverly next April with us. Well, this would definitely be the place to find them. Why do I not believe Annabelle is haunted? I don't. I don't feel that this doll is going to get up and do anything. And maybe people are, all right, and maybe we're talking about, the doll has an energy to it. It's just, I don't believe that, but to each their own. I'm not questioning anybody who does. I just don't, it's not my thing. Yep. Cynthia, I just saw the episode. Jason wanted us to tell y'all if we had the same experience. Yeah, that would be the Shanley.
Did we have anybody say that they had a similar
I haven't
experience?
seen anybody
I
yet.
don't think I haven't looked through those comments in a long time, so who knows? But yeah, that'd be interesting if anybody did. That was the first night we were there, right? We had those dreams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shauna, not that my opinion matters, hun. Every opinion matters. But I'll say that I've always thought the Annabelle doll was BS. Sorry if I offend. I don't have much of a filter. At the exit of the Warrens Museum, there was a nice memorial for Dan. Good. And that's a really positive thing. And I got to give Matt and Elton kudos on that. So it was heartbroken when I saw the news headline. Yeah, and I felt, it was heartbreaking because I felt like a whole thing was being pushed, a narrative was being pushed that, we needed to respect the man and not come up with this crazy thing about it. So, all right, let's see. Chris says Annabelle has far too many questions. Who's to say if it's a demon is attached? We can never know. But the movies are pure horror entertainment, and I love them. Yeah, there you go. Fur babies. The Warrens are a little problematic. Let's see. Maggie, someone should take the doll out of its case and take it for a walk. Sometimes after I watch a lot of Ghost Hunters, I dream that I am ghost hunting with you guys at a real haunted house with real ghosts. Oh, well, that's a good thing then.
That's fun.
Let's see. Has anything caught you guys off guard at a location? We catch each other off guard all the time.
Frequently.
We do. We do. I just did it to you the other
You
other
did,
night.
and you actually got me good. Usually I'm ready for it. I kind of know. I'm like, all right, he's going to pull something here. I know, but that time you got me good that time.
Kathy, thank you for the $5. character.
I just wanted to bring up that one time though in oh god, I always get these confused. Was it White Hill Manor in the basement we heard the noise in the corner?
Oh yeah, that was Whale. Yep, in
Yeah.
Jersey.
Yeah, and that caught us off guard. It sounded like somebody was coming through the wall,
Yeah,
and we're both like, looking around trying to figure out what's going on. That was a pretty interesting time.
it's safe to watch the Conjuring movie. I mean, of course, it's a movie. Yeah, Matthew. I think the majority of things they said were over exaggerated. Well, especially when you're writing a book or you're making a movie. I mean, because Hollywood's going to take it and blow it way out of proportion. I mean, that's what they do. Jen, Raggedy Ann, damn it. All right, Cindy. I heard a company will bulldoze Penhurst. Very sad. I haven't heard that. I saw some stuff, but then I don't. There's mixed information out there. I think I might just text them over there and see what the hell's
I know
happening.
some of the buildings there are really bad shape.
Yeah, well, yeah, some of them are rough.
Yeah.
Some of them are rough, but I mean, it's a whole lot of work. It's a big, big place. Sarah, I love watching you, Jason. Well, thank you very much. Jason, I will never forget the cowboy shadow you guys caught on GH. Don't ask me what episode. Yeah, I don't ask me what episode. I mean, Jesus, 300 of them.
I know, but you amaze me at your ability to recall some of those details, given all of, and not just the investigations that were in episodes, but the ones, there are other investigations that didn't become part of episodes that are also clanking around in there, and how you get those details, it just amazes me.
Shauna, I agree, Jason. I love that you've always been authentic and real because I am such a huge skeptic. I love that you include history as well as paranormal, which is why I contributed to the GoFundMe. Thank you so much, hon. And Jacqueline, where is your show? Prime or YouTube? You know what? I haven't even shown this tonight, but it's free. It's on
There it is.
YouTube at Jason Hawes. So check it out. We put up investigations. We've got a bunch of them up there. But I will tell you, YouTube is a young man's game because trying to put content up every week, I don't know how the hell they do it.
Yeah.
I just do not know how they do it. It's what is one piece of paranormal evidence do you both want to capture? It's tough. I would love to catch, full body apparition, but the problem is, Angelina, that no matter what is caught this day and age with the ability to manipulate stuff, and it's always going to be called into question. And that's definitely a big issue is, with AI and everything else. I mean, you never know what's real anymore. And that's terrifying to me.
Yeah, if I had to really kind of put it at the top of my wish list, and I know other people, I'm pretty sure other people have had this experience and this success, but I would like to get some piece of evidence that helps me solve a crime.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome.
That would be really cool. Like, I know there are people that claim this happens a lot, and I've talked to a lot of those people. I'm going to withhold judgment on it, but I'd like to solve a murder or a missing persons case to put a family at ease, and their struggle by some information that I get through a paranormal investigation. That would be kind of cool.
All right. Harvest Mary Moon, Whitehall, New York mansion is haunted. Yeah, actually, we have an investigation that we filmed there. You can check it out at Jason Hawes, right on YouTube. All right, let's see. I'm not big into the apps. No, I'm not a big phone app guy.
No apps. No, not unless you're just having fun.
We were at the Shanley Hotel and we were showed how some of them can be easily manipulated just by moving them around. And that video again is on the YouTube page.
Yep. The Shanley Hotel investigation. I don't know if you've seen Amanda's question. I've seen it scroll through Facebook a couple of times, but Amanda wants to know if we've been to a haunted location in Canada. I have not been. I don't know. Have you ever investigated in Canada?
I have. I filmed up in Cornwall, Canada, a couple locations up there. So I believe one was a jail. I don't remember what the other one was. Beth, who had the crown on his head? That would be Dave Tango. And Steve got it on his head. Yeah, that was a good time. I can't believe Dave didn't pick it up. William, only human spirits can be possessed. I'm not sure on that one. I'm not sure a spirit can be possessed. But Jen, you lasted that long. Good for you. Well, I'm heading off to bed to finish the live tomorrow. Good night. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes, thank you.
Trails, and taverns. People have asked if I've been to Dudleytown, Connecticut. Have you been? Yes, I have been to Dudleytown, but you will get a ticket. You'll have your car towed, and you can get arrested right now. Because after the whole Blair Witch thing, they were having people starting fires and everything else in the woods. So just make sure you get permission. I love Minnesota. Great place. Rebel. I plan to use ghost hunters to help my friend that is afraid of the paranormal. Well, good. Hopefully it helps because we try to teach that it's intriguing. It shouldn't be terrifying.
I remember Rebel. It's been a long time, Rebel. Good to see you again.
My family has had many unexplained things happen to us over the years. If it's unexplainable, it's the norm for us. Oh, it's awesome. Kathy. Yeah, I'll investigate with Steve and Dave and Sherry and them again. But also TAPS still exists. You got to remember what you saw on the show Ghost Hunters was a very small part of TAPS. There's still the TAPS home team. There's the TAPS family teams that are all around the world. So I'm slow about releasing content currently. Yeah, it's not easy. Especially when you're doing it yourself. I mean, I know a lot of these YouTubers have people who do it for them, and some of them pay. They have some people down in South America throw it together for them. But we don't do that. We like to do our own stuff. Let's see. I so hate AI because of that. Yeah, Cynthia. I mean, it's scary. It really is.
It's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse.
Luann says, my dad often had to work at Penhurst back when it was open, and he'd come home kind of shook up from what he'd witnessed. I bet. All right. Well, where's Jimmy Hoffa? That I don't have the answer for.
That would be a great mystery to solve.
You know what? It would be nice if some psychics told us. I mean, just saying. Let's see. Bucket for me is to visit and see the Conjuring House, and that's what we're hoping for. That's what we're fighting for. We're trying to get the place so we can get it open, so everybody can go there and do it at a reasonable price that is enough for the property to maintain itself and put a little extra in the bank where in case it has any emergencies or anything like that. So, and guys, I mean, if you want to help out, great. There's no pressure either way, but there's the GoFundMe link. And, every penny is going towards the Conjuring House. So, and if we don't get it, then it gets refunded. Bottom line. All right, let's see. Get back to comments here.
So Carrie Ann asks about liking the Shining movie. And if you're talking about the 1980 version with Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall, absolutely love that film. It's a great one. It's classic.
So Jennifer asking Sherry if her event will be live on YouTube. I think it's an investigation. She might. I don't know. You might. Sherry, are you going to run that live or what? What are you going to do? I mean, that's another thing we've been talking about with the Conjuring House would be setting up live streams. So, and another thing is when it comes to the Conjuring House, if we do end up with the Conjuring House, I just want it known that I don't plan to start. I might film a video there to show everybody, things that are, that we're doing, that we're fixing up or anything like that. But I'm not going to turn it into a content creation house for myself. It's not going to be like that. So this is a place for everybody to be able to go and have their experiences. Because the minute I start posting videos of me at this place, they're going to be, if I catch something, people are going to claim, oh, it's just this to try to draw attention to get people there. And I don't want any of that. So this is just going to be get it open for everybody. Okay. So let's see. Hey, Beth, how are you? Good to see you, hon. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. And Beth is a phenomenal person. She works over at West Hill Mansion. She actually brought us in over there to investigate. Cynthia, only my former mother-in-law can be possessed. It's weird how that happens, isn't it? Whatever happened to Dave Tango was like a true Hollywood story. I mean, Dave's still okay. He's doing all right. I'll be seeing him in like a week and a half. He had to miss the one last year. He had to miss it because he had a family member pass away suddenly.
So Rhythm and Blues says, try watching the remake 1997. Is that the one with, I can't remember the actor's name, but the guy, he was on the TV show Wings.
I know. Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly
Is that remake? They used to show that one at the Stanley Hotel constantly. Remember?
Well, they showed the original, and then they also had a channel that played Ghost Hunters 24.
I don't remember the original. I remember at the Stanley Hotel watching that remake. That played because they filmed it at the Stanley. They filmed the remake at the Stanley.
Did they? Oh, I know the first one was filmed at that other place. Yeah, I forgot the name of it.
I've forgotten it too.
But thank you for the $5 super chat, Kelsey. I donated because I'm scared to let it go and also scared to visit. In all honesty, it needs to be around for always. And I agree with you. It needs to be around for always, and it needs to be accessible for everyone. So
I don't know if you see all the comments, but Debbie Allen, I don't know how to pronounce it now, Lutinen, says, I have a story on Jimmy Hoffa. My sister-in-law, her dad was a cop that saw a body dumped in the water. He was retired and didn't want to say anything. He had found the black book. It's a long story. So maybe there is somebody who's got some answers.
Chad, would you be willing to do 24-hour live video there for members, kind of like Skinwalker Ranch? I mean, I would do a live video feed, but I don't think I would do a live investigation for 24 hours. Thank you, Carrie. Appreciate for the donation to the Conjuring House. I follow Style and Design says I fall asleep watching the old episodes of Ghost Hunters. Hopefully that's
not good or bad.
I mean,
is that good? Is it comforting and that's why you fall asleep, or is it boring? That's what makes you fall asleep.
Exactly. Amy, I saw Tango last week and he has a big old beard. He does. I mean, he has this. He's grown it well. He really has. How about the GH episode where the glass broke on the nightstand? Yeah, that was the Stanley Hotel. I mean, that was great. I mean, we had been there for like 11 days. So Juno says, the day I discovered that one of my ancestors was at Nine Men's Misery, I saw that you investigated there. I believe you read off the names. Jason, it gave me chills. Yeah, that's right here in Rhode Island. So in Cumberland, Rhode Island, the library. You know who does a great videos on YouTube is Jason Allard. I mean, he's a friend. He's just phenomenal. He's right here in Rhode Island, and he does these videos that cover. Jim, I showed you some of them when he showed the nuclear fallout that happened here in Rhode Island, and you don't realize all this stuff, but he's phenomenal at what he does. Hey, Paranormal Monkey, how are you? All right, let's see. What are your top 3 paranormal experiences and or investigations on and off screen? Well, I can't talk about the ones off screen because a lot of those fall under confidentiality agreements, but St. Augustine Lighthouse, Waverly Hills, the Stanley Hotel, I mean, just to name a few. The list goes on and on. What do you got, JV? Well, I mean, yeah.
What?
I guess you didn't do Ghost Hunter, so I can't ask you that question.
I don't know. My top, when a top list of anything always changes depending on the last place I was at, because I find stuff interesting at almost every location we go to. So it's an evolving list. It changes all the time. The ones that you've seen on Ghost Hunters, the ones that are well known, probably will fall on the top of the list, but it changes a lot.
All right, let's see. So Julian says we are headed up to the Stanley in 2 days. Oh, well, cool. That'd be nice. How long did it take you to adjust for the altitude at the Stanley? Well, the first time I was okay. I took a couple aspirin and drank a whole lot of water before we went up the mountain. Then I went home for a few days. I came back and I remember getting a headache, leaning down to get clothes out of my suitcase and waking up on the floor. So it was, yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, it takes a couple days generally, but the key is being hydrated for sure.
Oh yeah, Juno. I was intrigued by the thermal imaging that showed Jason attempting to block the old man's psychic. Yeah, it was in Arkansas. It was Eureka Springs, Arkansas, and I mean that was the first time anything like that's ever happened. So, Eva, thank you for the 4.99 super chat. I wonder what the current owner of the house is going to do. Say, I don't know. We'll see. But bottom line is we just hope that she's okay. I think that's what it's all about. Fur baby bingo. How do you feel about the rock tape theory? It's intriguing. I'd have to look into it more, but I mean, there is proof to show that different types of minerals can hold energy. So let's see. At the Stanley, your glass broke. Yep, sure did.
Paul is asking, I've seen the question a couple times, how come you guys don't use all or some of the tech you guys used to? And I'm assuming you're talking about the YouTube investigations. And when Jason and I decided we were going to start filming these, we really wanted to be just really be us and show our experiences and tell the story of the places. Paranormal is important, but the story is equally important of the places that we're at. And we like it to be more of a sharing of our experiences. We'll bring equipment out when we think it's necessary. There are times when we think, okay, hey, this is what the report is. We really should use this, and we'll use it. We just don't want the show to be about us staring at equipment or even the audience staring at equipment all the time. It's really more about us telling a story and sharing our experiences.
Madame Alexandra, could a lot of the noises you hear in old buildings just be raccoons, rats, and not spirits? 100%.
120%.
130%.
Oh, you always
Yeah.
10% more, always.
Are you happy you don't no longer have to drag around those long extension cords? Yeah, I am.
Oh
Yep.
man, what a question. That's funny.
All right. So Judy, does the Conjuring house have evil feelings there? Not that I've experienced. I mean, it's a really interesting place with a wild and great history. Yeah, so I've never looked at it as terrifying, you know. So, but I mean, to each their own. Thank you. Let's see. I just saw that question that you had just read. So,
Okay.
all right, let's see. Quick sports football question, off topic, but a fun question. Pats are doing good. What's your favorite sports stuff kind of question? I mean, I'm a big football fan. I follow it. Jimmy,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Don't.
yeah, your team's not doing that well.
The Giants are horrible. In fact, if anybody watched the Giants play yesterday, you saw how horrible they are because they had an incredible lead and lost it in 5 minutes to the Broncos. It was disgusting because I had hope for a minute. Yeah, so I'm a Bills fan right now because they're doing well and they're actually closer to me than the Giants are. So.
All right, Kathy, did you ever investigate the Baker Hotel in Mineral Wells, Texas? No, I don't believe we did. That doesn't sound familiar to me at all. How many people do you want on an investigation? I guess that falls under the size of the location and contamination issues. I mean, I could have up to 8 people in a big location like Missouri State Penn. But if I was investigating a place like the Conjuring House, I'd probably only want 3 or 4 and maybe 2 investigators outside. So, Jen, I have a woodpecker living in my windowsill. Well, that's a sucky way to wake up in the morning. They say people are drawn to the Conjuring house. I've heard that before. Yeah. Let's see. On season 1 episode at the Race Rock Lighthouse, I still debate about the chair moving. No, I mean, we caught it, so it was it was really interesting. There was really no debate on that chair moved, and then we ended up saving some people that boat was sinking. So, all right, Jane. Hello. Is there a place you want to investigate but haven't? I want to check out the Colosseum in Rome. What about you?
I that would be absolutely phenomenal. I'd love to investigate the pyramids in Egypt. If we're really doing pie in the sky stuff here, or one of the tombs in the Valley of Kings, that would be really really cool. The White House would be really cool. There are probably a hundred places domestically that we could come up with that would be really interesting as well. That list is a very very long one. That's almost as cruel of a question as if you could talk to one person and ask them one question.
Jimmy's so triggered by everything tonight. Kate, thank you for the 9.99 super chat. Love the Sorrel Weed House in Savannah. Have had multiple experiences there, including possibly capturing something on film. Would love to get your thoughts on the pic and see if it can be debunked. Well, yeah, I mean, you can send it to my email address. Just right now, it's email address is getting slammed with all the stuff through GoFundMe. But yeah, let me see if I can get another email address for you on that. Let's see. Oh, geez. Caravan carpet fire. Careful, I got mugged in the Coliseum subway.
Ooh,
Well,
that's not
yeah,
cool.
that actually sounds like it might make the trip a little more interesting.
Yeah, it'd make it up the ante a little bit. That's for sure.
The White House has the ghost of Lincoln. Within the cauldron. Jason, do you think you'll ever write another book? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've written 6. I think 3 or 4 were New York Times bestsellers. Yeah. Why is Jen telling you to breathe?
Because I got excited about the pyramids and all that.
Monica, that puts a little pressure on me there, Monica. If anyone can make the investigation of the pyramids or Rome Colosseum actually happen, you can. Maybe. You never know. All right. And this is the fist bump thing still a thing? Yeah, it is. JV and me do it all the time. Yep. Let's see. William, we were asked to investigate Graceland,
Yeah.
but we didn't because they were concerned about Steve and his habit to touch things. So I don't know the best way to say it. Yeah.
I'd love to investigate Graceland. I'd also love to investigate the Dakota in New York City where John Lennon lived, and it's actually the same. That building was used in the movie Rosemary's Baby as the Gothic building setting. That's just a cool place.
All right. So did JV stop wearing heels? I can't hear him in the newer videos. What do you got, JV? I'm not even...
Yeah. I'm a student of Jason's, and I've been following his technique, and I'm trying to get better at it.
Student of Jason's.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. In my defense, I spent 20, almost 30 years of my life in martial arts, and so it teaches you to try to be light on your feet, and and I'm pretty good with that.
I didn't, and I'm not.
Jimmy spent 50 years as a bricklayer. So I don't know. Oh, man. All right. Let's see. Take a couple more questions. All right. Well, have a good night, Cookie and O'Finn.
Cookie O'Finn. Good night.
Let's see. My favorite thing you have ever done and said was on to the next. I mean, I say that. Yeah, I always say that. Gee, even all these videos. Let's see.
Jen and I are having a private, not private, but a conversation in the chat room about Rosemary's Baby because it is a fabulous movie.
That
Great.
was a good movie. That was a good movie. I saw that one.
It's good.
Cynthia. Light as a feather and stiff as a board.
What are we talking about?
I'm leaving that alone.
Yeah, where'd that come from?
Anyways.
Jason or JV, would you ever investigate a graveyard?
No. I mean, yes
If
and
there
no.
was, if there's a reason, like, there's something specific that we needed to find out, or, then maybe there's a reason to do that. But as a matter of course, it's not a location that goes high to my top of my list.
Carrie, my hubby made me watch Rosemary's Baby when I was pregnant. Well, that's just horrible.
That's mean, Carrie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see. I saw one. Here
Such
we
a
go.
great movie.
Matthew. Congrats to Josh Gates and his team for winning their daytime Emmy. I mean, that's great. That's huge. Congratulations to him on that one. I know he was so proud. All right. Well, I think you know what? Let's take one more question and go from there. Jason, looking flush, get some rest. Yeah, it's been a long day. It has. Let's see. What is the strangest thing that thing was so fast. What's the strangest experience you've ever recorded? That's a tough one. I mean, a lot of that actually falls under that. A lot of that's happened on private cases that have fallen under confidentiality agreements. So,
Well, and I'll just say that we did an investigation not long ago. It was at the Randolph County Asylum. It was Yumi and John, and we caught some pretty cool stuff. We had a door open and closed during the middle of the night on our static cam. We caught it, and then we caught some really, really strange noises. And it's not unusual for us to be catching stuff like that in the investigations we've been doing it. So you might want to check them out.
expressions of the outdoors. Have you ever investigated the Whitney in Detroit? I think I have. I think I did that on like season 9 or 10 of Ghost Hunters. Yeah, because that was after Grant left. So, all right, guys, we're gonna call it a night. I mean, it's been a long day. God only knows what tomorrow's going to be delivering. So, with that, I do want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of you guys. Again, the GoFundMe is up. If you want to check it out, it's right there. If you want to help out, great. There's misinformation out there and stuff, and just understand it's guaranteed. So, I mean, if it doesn't happen, it refunds. So bottom line, and we've kept that honest from day one. It actually says it right on GoFundMe, and I've said it in every post, every video. So we're trying to do what we can to protect the house, to save the house. Now, I'm not saying anybody else who gets it, or if they get it, are going to destroy it or do anything like that. We're just trying to do it where Andrea's plea, and we're trying to keep it accessible to all, where it's not breaking the bank. And that's what it's about. So if you can help out, great. If you can't, totally understand. Even a share helps. You guys, from the bottom of my heart, much love from us to you. Get some rest. We're about to. And stay safe, keep it real, and on to the next.